Hello everyone, it's been Frenzy and I am back with another top 10 video, or specifically a top 5 video. So today I'm going to be ranking my 5 ideas for UCS Star Wars sets, none of which have been made as a UCS set before. Now before I start, I just want to say that some of these ideas could be considered Master Builder series Lego sets, similarly to the Cloud City set from a few years ago, but I'm still going to count sets like those as UCS sets. Lastly, I just want to clear up that I am not confirming any of these sets to be coming out, although it would be really cool to see them. There's not trying to spread any rumors, just 5 sets I would like to see be made as UCS sets, though they're not necessarily going to be made. Anyways, here we go. For spot number 5, I decided to go with Jabbas Sail Barge. Now, back in the day, this was a really cool set, and I never got it, but that's probably a good thing because I would have destroyed it back then. But anyways, this would be a great UCS set. For starters, the minifigures, you could have a good amount of people at Jabbas party, and you could even have a Sarlacc pit to throw Boba Fett in too. This set would most likely have a fully detailed exterior and interior. Well, I need to go rewatch the Star Wars movies, but I don't remember if this thing had an interior or not, but if so, it would, and if not, at least I think it had cannons, so probably be able to incorporate some shooting function into that, and that would be cool. Sorry that the picture here is a bit shrunken down and cut off, but for number 4, I went with Mos Eisley Cantina. Now this set would probably be closer to the Master Builder series, as it'd be big, kind of big. It wouldn't really be a really big UCS set, but be a decently big Mos Eisley set, but there would be a bit more. At least I would want there to be a bit more, but they probably would add a few more things, like 1 or maybe 2 dewbacks because it's UCS or would be UCS, and another 500th Luke's Landspeeder would probably make it into set 2, which would annoy the heck out of people, but I mean, it's another Luke's Landspeeder, so what could go wrong with that? Figures in the set would include Luke, Obi-Wan, Greedo, Han Solo, a couple Sand Troopers, the musicians, and any other random or important players in this scene that I may be forgetting. Number 3 is the most interesting one on this list, and don't worry, it's not just a Jedi starfighter, it is just the picture I have in here. But it would be an entire UCS / Master Builder series Camino, and which would be very interesting because Camino has never been made into a set before, as far as I know, and also we haven't really seen any UCS sets from the prequel trilogy. Minifigures would be Obi-Wan, R4P17, if I remember the droid's name correctly, young Boba Fett, Jango Fett, the alien people on the planet, and a few clone troopers that are being made. This set would feature all of the special areas that we saw in the movie, plus a Jedi hype starfighter thing, probably not as big as the one you see here, and Jango Fett Slave 1, which is long overdue considering that we have seen quite a few Boba Fett Slave 1s, and the one Jango Fett Slave 1 that was made before I was even alive, so yeah, it needs to be remade. Number 2 is probably my most popular opinion on the list, and it is a UCS MTT set. I know I am not the only one out there who wants a UCS MTT. Emendar Productions, I know, wants one, and a few other people. Minifigures would be Jar Jar Binks and a few other Gungans, and maybe some other human people like Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and a whole lot of droids. Now, I know one of these MTT sets came with like 20 or something crazy like this, but UCS set, they could go like really crazy and like do 50. I'm not saying that's going to be happening, though that would be great if they ever did make a UCS MTT. Still, 50 battle droids would be amazing whether it would happen or not. This set could also come with a couple of droidicas, and obviously it would have like an interior where you could like store droids and weapons and vehicles, I guess. But yeah, this is a set that is in high demand, and it should be made by Lego. Probably will sometime in the future. Again, that's just my speculation, but don't take my word on that. But I personally think Lego will make a UCS set of this sometime. And for number 1, I am going with a UCS Jabbas Palace. This set would just be amazing in figures, display, like play value too, I guess. It would probably be like somewhat like an Master Builder series set, but at the same time like a traditional UCS set. The figures would be, of course, Luke and friends, and like all like the people who went there. Jabba the Hutt, Bib Fortuna, Silicious Crumb, all the musicians, people, and of course the Rancor. Cannot forget the Rancor, and some of like the Gamorrean guards. I think that's what they're called. I mean, this would just be awesome, and there would get another chance for an updated Jabba the Hutt figure, especially since we haven't seen one in a while. And this would be a really cool thing to display both on the front side and the back side with all of the rooms. Plus, the Rancor would definitely be a nice touch. Now, what I'm about to say next is never going to happen. It's just me getting carried away. I'm saying it. What I'm going to say is, what if they made like a really big UCS set that was both Jabba's Palace and Jabba's Sail Barge? Obviously, that almost most definitely will not happen. That's like a 1% chance of happening, but if it did happen for whatever crazy reason, that would be so amazing. I mean, it would just be so good, and maybe even better than the UCS Death Star, which although isn't so popular, I think is really cool. Again, I doubt that would ever happen, just wanted to throw it out there. And that is it, but after like making this video, I realized that I forgot to like talk about a rough price range of what these sets could be priced for if they ever came out as UCS sets. I'm not even going to bother with like guessing like the piece range because I know I'd do a terrible job with that. But anyways, Jabba's Sail Barge would most likely be $200 to $250. Mos Eisley Cantina would probably also be $200 to $250. Camino would, since it would probably be a lot like the Cloud City set, I'm going to say $250 to $300. MTT would be around $200 to $250. I wouldn't be surprised if it was more than that because of how popular it is. And because of how big Jabba's Palace would be, I would think it would be $250 to $350. So that is it, and just want to say one more time, none of these things are being confirmed or have been rumored. This is just what I want to see be made. Any speculation I made in this video was just what I think will happen, but definitely means that definitely doesn't mean it is going to be true. As always, I want to know what you guys want to see made as UCS sets, whether they've never been UCS sets before or if they're just remakes. Anyways, I had a lot of fun making this list. None of these sets that have been made have been released in a long time, with the exception of a small Mos Eisley set, so it would be really cool to see these as UCS sets. As always, thanks for watching, wash your hands, and have a great day.